Want smash? F you. Okay. I take everything back. This poor tiny man wishes he was a pirate so bad. I feel attacked. I feel attacked. I'm not being silly, am I?
It's just because of my movement. It's just because of the character's movement.
It does look. Oh, I see though. It's still. It scared me a bit.
Oh no, this is still the same room. It's just.
Oh my god!
Oh my god. Are you okay?
Did you press to clip it?
Yeah, of course I did.
Before you comforted me.
Yeah. We figured that one out all by ourselves. All we had to do was complain about doctors and eat a bit of apple, and we made it. If there's one thing I like, it's a big chest. I mean, that's how you get ahead in business, Johnny. You have to drink from your boss. You have to. Oh, I've only got one more egg. We got a baby out of it! We threw so many eggs at it that it shat a baby out of its asshole. Do you like that? Was that a good crunch? It'll be through the passage, won't it?
Yeah.
Mummy, wipe my bottom. I'm donezo with my poo. They're everywhere. Ah! We got the tree monsters! What the hell? There's tree monsters there! Those ghosts were attacking my bum at the train station and I didn't like it. We're gonna go murder a man in his sleep. Just for fun. We're gonna go kill a tree, apparently. That's an exciting quest, isn't it? We're gonna go kill a tree. I want to be the responsible adult who wants to abandon these kids at the very, very first opportunity. Oh, I'm drowning! I'm not that responsible then. Oh my god. Oh my god, they're all dead! The bombs. Oh. I feel partially responsible. And then you take a closer look at the dead girl's tits. You can't resist. It's a fleshy pod. Ooh, of course it is. What's in it? Potions. Well, I normally put bottles of stuff up my fleshy pod as well. It was true love. You can't stand in the way of that. If she wants a little green penis, she's going to get a little green penis. My special area here would have been crawling with crabs, guys. Has he got a back door? Has he got a back door? I'm not averse to going in a man's back door, guys. That's quite a niche hobby, isn't it? Smacking a load of carrots into your wood. But, yeah, we're not going to kink shame. Calm down. Let's talk about this. Creatures never accept a yield. Well, that's good. You should never accept a yield from strangers. I'll kill you with these seeds! You will choke on them, or maybe you've got an allergy.
Finish it.
Finish it? Alright. We're going to finish it. How's this, Modrin? Are you happy? Look at the way he's looking down at me. He loves the eye contact. No, naughty, spanky, spanky. Her fists are registered weapons, guys. That's why she can't do girl-on-girl porn anymore. Because she's going to kill someone. Haha, they won't even know where I am. Oh, they're coming right for me.
3 gunmen, 1 hostage. Time to put this suit to the test.
Isn't that like one of them dirty videos? 3 gunmen, 1 hostage. Oh, he ducked! Cheeky f***er. Now I'm just missing. I can't blame him for that. Now what? Straight into the dinosaur's bum? Straight into the dinosaur. She's like, no, the smell is too bad. I'm sorry, somebody's got to do it. We all drew straws in your absence, and it's you. Oh, come on, I don't want to. You have to. Have you considered not being shit? No, I don't consider many things in life.
Something's moving up there. Can you see?
Why did you even need a whoopee cushion in the first place?
What was the point? What was the point? Secrets. Oh, there's death. There's death as well. That was the big secret. The biggest secret of all was you're going to die. What's the world coming to? 1 minute you're filming your wife's tits in a helicopter, and the next minute you're crashing. Lefos would like to help you become a great gardener. She's a lot of advice, so don't be afraid to ask her. Well, she's certainly making something of mine grow. If you guys keep this up, none of you are getting sucked off today. They shot the roof out! Ignores enemy armor rating. Let's do that. Let's do that. Oh no! We didn't just ignore his armor, we ignored all of him. I personally think Keira Knightley is a big load of vomit in a dress. That's exactly how it works in real life. I've seen them build rockets before. And they do just load up the parts on carrots, and the bits of the ship that are already there just suck it up. It's a cracked Hellstone of action enhancement. I don't need anything to enhance my action. Just ask Mrs. Rusty.
The engine's really the bumhole of a spaceship, isn't it?
What if I fall into the bog of eternal stench? Well, you're gonna smell as bad as your mother does, son. Oh, that's a horrible thing to say. It's true, though. It's true. You've never been down there. What? Down where? You can't have that conversation with your kids. Come on. Gorgasm! Oh no, my dick's bleeding. Oh, we found out it is when you jizz blood. Right, let's go put my balls in the hole. You're supposed to put your balls in the hole, guys. Oh, yes, I am the best candle in the world! Let's continue. Let's go round. Look, we've already got some more herbs. It's not a yellow one, but that's okay. That's okay. We're not going to judge the herb based on its colour. We're not like a herb racist, are we, guys? Shall we give her a good paddling? Let's give her... Ahoy! Ahoy, mates. Welcome back to... We're doing another Fighting Fantasy this week. Last week, we tried Bloodbones. We did alright. Not too bad. Better than we did on our first attempt. This week, we're going to try... House of Hell. I'm not sure we've done this one before on stream. But we're going to give it a try now. We're going to restart. We didn't do anything on it. I just wanted to check that it had the colour pictures in. Normally, we've gone with the standard black and white ones before, but I thought we'd have some colour ones just for a bit of a treat this time. So first we've got to go through our options. I think we're going to do what we did last time, which was free read, which gave us a rewind. It also gave us free choice. Look, you can unlock all links irrespective of whether they're available. I don't think we need that. But we're definitely going to go with free read. So first we'll roll our skill, and hopefully we get a decent roll. We're not going to fudge it, are we? Yeah, we're fudging it. Keep going. Keep going. Ah, look at that. We rolled a 5. First try. Okay, next we want stamina. We want a nice high roll for this too. That'll do. That'll do. And finally, luck. Oh no, look, not finally luck. There's fear as well. Fuck me. Okay, look, we got max luck. And finally, fear. What's fear then? In addition to ensuring your stamina never drops to 0, in order to survive your adventure in House of Hell, you must also avoid being frightened to death. Oh, fuck me. Roll 1 die and add 6 to determine your fear. Do we want a good fear score? Yeah, look, your fear score is the number of points you can take before being frightened to death. So we need a high roll here. That'll do. Didn't even have to tweak that one, did we? All right, fear is 12. Good luck. You'll need it. Okay, ready? Here we go. House of Hell. Good evening to you, Jedi. You're just in time. We're just about to start story time. We're playing House of Hell today. How are you doing? I hope you're doing fantastic. I hope you're doing fantastic, mate. Why are we doing this on the computer? Well, look, we can add bookmarks. We can put our finger in the pages and cheat. It's not cheating. It's not cheating. But let's refresh our memory. What have we got? We've got our adventure sheet. Look at this. This is me. This is Rusty. Lifelike. True to life right there. Good stamina. Good skill. Good luck. Good fear. It's all looking good. It's all looking good for us. Shall we begin? Let's have a sip of drink first. I've left my glasses downstairs. So luckily, this is a nice big font for me to read. So the rain splatters the windscreen relentlessly. I guess we're not in fantasy times then. You can see no more than a watery gloom as you strain forwards over the steering wheel to see the road ahead. Although the wipers flap valiantly, they're fighting a losing battle as the rain drives harder and harder. Your foot eases off the accelerator, the headlights struggle to light up the road. Damn! You curse the white-haired old man who sent you off along this bumpy track. Probably he meant the second turning on the left, or even a right turning. The old fool. Perhaps this is his idea of a joke. After all, didn't you notice a mischievous glint in his eye? Something vaguely sinister. But what sort of nonsense is this? So you've taken a wrong turn and got caught in a downpour in the night. The rain will ease off soon. It can't possibly keep up this deluge for long. And then you'll be able to... Watch out! You spin the wheel frantically to the left to avoid the figure who, from nowhere, shows up in the headlights. The car bumps and jolts as it bounces over the rocky roadside and thumps into a ditch. Oh dear. You collect your thoughts. You're unhurt, but shaken. Then you remember what has happened. The body! You must have hit the figure that appeared. There was no way you could have avoided him. You spring out of the car, praying he's still alive. See, that's why I wonder, should I get a dash cam or not? Because if this was me, then you know, me hitting this guy is going to be on camera. And yeah, it might be fun to watch, but I don't want anyone else getting that. That's evidence. We need that staying like quiet, secret. Your clothes soak up the rain as you hobble back to the road. In the darkness, it's difficult to see anything, but there is no sign of a body. You consider the situation. Are you certain that it was someone and not a trick of the light? Yes. You can remember the arms held up in fright as the car collided, and the look of anguish on his face. His face. There was something familiar about that face. A man you recognized. An old man with white hair. Your heart leaps. No, impossible. With a shiver of fear, you race back to the car, jump inside, force the key into the ignition and twist it violently. The starter coughs, splutters and dies. Oh no. You thought you'd come as soon as I saw the notification today. A lot of people do. A lot of people do, and then their wives are like, what the fuck is going on here? What the fuck is going on here with your cock? Oh, sorry, Rusty Tom's streaming. Jizzed a little bit. Too engrossed with the game. What have you been playing? Well, the thing is, I was on last Wednesday, and prior to that I was on I did a couple of Saturdays. But I'd not been on for a while. A lot of shit's been going on. I look a bit different. I'm missing my glasses. We haven't got the green screen. It's all very. I haven't got my lights. It's all different. But we're here. And we're reading books. That's what's happening. Oh shit! Almost spilled my drink too. Should I my eyebrows? I think they're all right. I don't do anything with them. Yeah, glasses are missing. I left them downstairs, and I knew as soon as I started, I put the hat on. I'm like, my glasses are downstairs. I was like, I can't be bothered. To go get them. So here we are. I'll be fine. I'm not blind. I only need them for using the screen. And here we are, looking at a huge screen, 1 foot away, reading a book on a screen. Just what you need them for. But like I say, it's fine. It's large print. We're all good. You hit the key again, but this time a single shudder is all the engine can manage. You grasp the wheel with your hands and shake it desperately as if to force some life into the car, but the battery is dead. Your car is certainly not budging from the ditch tonight. Your situation is hopeless, but now the plight of your car is paramount. Where can you get help? You passed a garage at Mingleford, but that was some 20 miles away. As if in answer, a light appears in the distance. Someone has switched on a bedroom light. What a stroke of luck! It was at least 15 miles back that you passed the last house, and you happen to have broken down just a short distance from someone's home. You button up your coat and open the door. From outside the car, you can see the building more clearly. Just ahead, on the left, a drive winds up to a large house. It's a good 5 minutes walk away, and by the time you reach it, you will be drenched. But how else can you call the garage? You can't afford to miss tomorrow's appointment. No, go you must. What's the appointment for, do you think? Cock implants. That's what it's for. They've slaughtered a baby elephant for me. And they've taken the trunk off. They can't do it and keep the baby alive, apparently. So they've killed this baby elephant straight from the mother's womb. It's got to be fresh. They've cut the trunk off. And they're going to surgically implant it onto my penis to give me another couple of inches. So that will take me up to a grand total of 2. Lucky me. Lucky Mrs. Busty. Am I right? Go we must. Otherwise we're going to miss our cock implant appointment. Anyway, you'll probably be able to dry off inside, phoning the garage. You slam the door, turn up your collar and set off for the house. A flash of lightning lights it up clearly for you, but in your preoccupation with the rain, the warning from above is wasted on you. The house is old, very old, and in a shocking state of repair. The light in the window is flickering, most likely an oil lamp, certainly not electric, and you don't notice a fact that might have turned you back anyway. There is no telephone line going to the house. Well, not very observant then, are we? That's how we crashed the car in the first place, guys. As you climb the steps to the front door, little do you realise what fate has in store for you. Tonight is going to be a night to remember. Ooh, Is it? I'm intrigued. Well, let's look at our gear again. I think at the moment, then, we've got absolutely nothing. Normally in these games, we start off with a sword and a backpack, but we're clearly not in fantasy times. We've got nothing. We've got nothing. So maybe we shouldn't be old Scarface. Shall we see if there's a Shall we see if we can get a different portrait that looks a bit like modern day? Hang on. Is that me? No. No. That's Old Snake. That's what that is. Oh my god. No, I think we'll stick with the guy we've got. Alright, never mind. Never mind. Alright, now turn over. Let's begin. Oh look, here we are. This is the house. This is the house. This is where we're going. Spooky. Maybe it just looks spooky because of the rain, I suppose. Otherwise it's fine. It's probably fine. You climb the creaking steps up to the front door and pause to catch your breath. Even though you ran all the way up the drive from the car, you are soaked through. Your feet are particularly wet. Judging by the number of puddles you stepped into in the dark, the drive needs a small fortune spending on repairs. But under the porch, you are out of the storm, and you brush the rain from your clothes before turning towards the door. The rain is still pelting down, but an eerie silence hangs in the air. No lights are on downstairs. You step back off the porch to check the upstairs window which attracted your attention earlier. Nothing. No lights. The whole place seems to be deserted. But then you remember the time. 5 minutes to midnight. Everyone in the house has probably gone to bed. An owl hoots in the distance and a shiver runs down your spine. The situation is a little scary. Here you are, in the middle of nowhere, at some strange run-down house, about to wake up whoever lives inside at midnight. They certainly won't be too pleased. But you have no choice if you're going to make your appointment tomorrow, your cock implant appointment. You must reach a telephone to call for help. You step up to the front door. From the left side of the house, a dull glow catches your attention. A light has been turned on. You breathe a sigh of relief. At least someone is awake. You consider your options. There is an elaborate knocker in the middle of the door and a bell pull hanging down to the right. Will you rap the door with the knocker? Or will you pull the cord? Alternatively, you could creep round the house to investigate the light by turning to it. I mean, guys, I'm a sucker for a nice knocker. Especially if there's more than one of them. Mrs. Busty's got 2 great knockers. This is a singular one, so we're going to have to make do. But it's a knocker nonetheless, so we're going for it. Rat-tat-tat-tat-tat. A few moments later, the door handle turns slowly and the door opens. Standing in the doorway is a tall man dressed in a dark suit with tails. His long face is solemn. Yes, he asks indignantly. You smile nervously and explain your situation. Your car's broken down and you need to reach a telephone and you're soaked to the skin. The man's face remains expressionless. Come in, he orders. The master is expecting you. Follow me. What master? Why is he expecting me? He leads you into the reception hall and tells you to sit down while he informs his master of your arrival. Ooh. You sit down in a solid carved chair and look around. The reception hall is certainly not what you would have expected from the outside. It is elegantly decorated with rich tapestries and fine oak panels. A number of portraits line the walls. A sturdy 16th century table is set against one wall. Will we wait for our host to arrive? Will we study the paintings, or could we hunt for a telephone? That's a bit rude. We should at least wait and ask first, but perhaps we could have a look at the paintings. Should we check them out? See what's there? I'm interested. I'm interested to see them. Study the paintings. 3 portraits are particularly interesting. Will you look at a beautiful young woman wearing a tiara, or will you look at a middle-aged portly gentleman wearing half-moon glasses? Alternatively, will you look at an elderly woman with grey hair and a cold expression? Now, I've got the feeling that one of these might be a trap. Is this a good time to put a bookmark in? Just in case. There we go. It's not cheating. What is this? Is this like a little voodoo doll? Don't like it. Let's look at the beautiful young woman wearing a tiara. Maybe she's got her boobs out. A plaque beneath the painting reads, Lady Margaret of Danvers, 1802 to 1834. You stand and admire her beauty and wonder why she died so young. As you're staring at her face, you suddenly blink and look again. Didn't you just see her lips moving? Surely not. A whisper reaches your ear, but you cannot make out its message. You lean forwards and put your ear to the lips. A soft woman's voice is speaking to you. Stranger, beware of this place, for it is cursed. Many have succumbed to its power, myself included. The evil Lord Kelnor will already be plotting your death. Drink not his white wine, or if you can, be gone. Escape while you may. You step back, aghast. What sort of place is this? A creepy rundown old building filled with priceless antiques and paintings that talk. A cold prickle runs down your neck and you gain 1 fear point. Oh, I'm not happy about this. Already started. 5 minutes in, we've already got a fear point. Should we look at our map though? Look at this. This is where we're at. I like this feature. Because we've never mapped these games before. It might help us when we're reading the actual books. So we came in the door, we went to the reception hall, and we looked at the paintings. That's where we are now. And we've gained 1 fear point. If we get to 12, we're scared to death. That's it. We're done. I wonder if we can lose them somehow. Maybe we can like regain our composure. We'll see. Will you now run for the door, or will you wait to see what happens? Well, I mean, she said, right, number 1, don't drink his white wine. I wouldn't anyway. Don't really drink, guys. And she said, escape while you may. Should we just leg it now? Would that be it? Would we win? Well, we're not really going to fall for a painting, are we? I mean, paintings are stupid. That's why they're not people. We did a bookmark before we looked at the paintings, so we could always rewind if we need to. Let's run away. Shall we heed the painting's warning? You race across the door and twist the handle. Ah! You stifle a scream and release the handle immediately as an electric shock runs up your arm. Fuck you. You lose 2 stamina points. I'm not happy about this. We're off to a shit start. We've already got 1 fear point and we've lost 2 stamina points. Oh, look at this. This is our... Is this the guy that came to the door? And this must be our host. Look at him. Look at him. He looks a bit vampire-y, doesn't he? He looks a bit vampire-y. He's got a very angular face as well. Like, he's got the cheekbones, but then he's got a really, like, puffy chin. There's all sorts going on with it. And look, he's got, like, a nutsack for a neck. See, he's just got 1 single ball as his neck. Who is this guy? Footsteps. Someone is coming. The tall man you met earlier walks in, opening the door for another tall man dressed in a red smoking jacket. May I present Lord Kelnor, the Earl of Drummer. Do you reckon it's Drummer or Drummer? We're going for Drummer. The butler announces. The Earl holds out his hand and you shake it. His grip is strong and his eyes pierce yours. His lips widen to a soft smile. You begin to tell him of your predicament, but he holds up his hand. Please, I can see that you've been caught in this filthy storm. Let us sit by the fire and we'll see whether we can help. Franklin's tell the cook to prepare some food for our visitor. You protest that you do not wish to be any trouble, but your host ignores you and leads you into a drawing room where a fire is burning. You take off your coat and sit down. The heat of the fire makes you feel comfortable once more. Franklin's returns with 2 glasses of brandy. We can drink the brandy though, can't we? It's just not the white wine. That's what the lady painting warned us about. Will we relax, drink the brandy and ask for the phone? Or will he wait? We will wait to see what he asks us. He's extending some hospitality to us, isn't he? We should at least sit down a bit first before we then go, let me use your phone, mate. So let's wait and see what he asks us. Your host is a little annoyed by your nervousness. Oh no. Excuse me. Come, he says. There's no need to be afraid. Has your little accident caused you to lose your nerve? Drink your brandy. You'll soon forget your fears. As you watch him, your mind begins to play tricks on you. Is his expression one of genuine concern for your welfare? Or is there a hint of something secretive in his eyes and smile? You shiver and your fear of the situation is evident. You gain 1 fear point. Oh, fuck me. A short while later, Franklin's appears. Your meal is served, sir, he says to the Earl. You both rise and go through to the dining room. The dining room looks magnificent. A long table stretches between 2 fine chairs and is laid with gleaming silver cutlery. A rich red wallpaper covers the walls and the room is lit by a sparkling chandelier, bristling with candles, which hangs from the ceiling. You take your seat and the butler moves behind you to offer you wine. Which wine would you like to drink? Well, let's not go for white. We will go for the red for sure. The wine is impeccable, a fine vintage. Soup follows, and then you may choose between 2 dishes for your main course. If you'd like lamb, turn to 196, or if you prefer duck, turn to 115. Or you can tell your host that you've already eaten. Shall we go for lamb? I would go for a nice roast lamb right now. Yo, Mrs. Busty-in-law. That's my mother-in-law, Mrs. Busty-in-law. She does a very nice roast lamb. We were around there a couple of weeks ago for a nice roast. Delicious. Really good shit. Really good shit. We're going to go for Mrs. Busty-in-law's roast lamb. A rack of lamb is brought in on a silver platter. The smell is delicious. You both start to eat and talk. The Earl asks you about your job and your reason for being in such an out-of-the-way place in the middle of the night. In turn, he tells you about himself and his family. The Earl of Drummer is the last survivor of his family. His estate stretches for miles around the house. At one time, the estate was prosperous, with many tenant farmers cultivating his land and providing a healthy income for his family. But things started to change. His sister died at the age of 32 under mysterious circumstances. She was found dead in a clearing in the woods with strange marks on her neck. News travelled fast, and the ignorant peasants started muttering about witchcraft and black magic. In their eyes, the house was cursed. Pure superstitious nonsense, of course, but gradually the farmers moved to new pastures, avoiding the estate. By now, you've finished your meal. Franklin's returns to offer you fruit, cheese, coffee, and brandy. More brandy, lucky us. Will you take fruit, coffee, and brandy, or cheese, coffee, and brandy, or just cheese and coffee? I mean, I think we've had a brandy, and we've had some wine. Should we just have cheese and coffee now? Otherwise, I feel we might get a little woozy, a little bit tipsy, guys. The butler brings you in a plate of cheese and a steaming pot of coffee. He cuts you a portion of cheese and pours your coffee into a china cup. The conversation continues. You finish off your meal. The Earl rises to his feet, saying, "Our conversation has been most enjoyable, but now you must be tired. Franklin's will show you to your room. Let us retire." Well, hang on a second. Well, can we use the phone, though? We haven't even... We've sat in his study. We've drunk some brandy. We've had a chat. We've had dinner together. Not once have I now said, let's use the phone. I was trying not to be rude by not, just blurting it out straight away and rushing into it. But now I feel like we've lost our chance to even ask. Now we're staying the night. At least use the phone first. Well, we'll find out. You stand up. He's right, you are tired, and it's well past midnight. You stumble and reach out to steady yourself against the table. Whew, you didn't realise you were that tired. Or have you had a little too much to drink? Your head is spinning, and the voice of your host becomes part of the background noise, which is getting louder and louder in your ears. Eventually, you collapse to the ground and lose consciousness. You open your eyes, your head is spinning, and it's some time before you're fully aware of the fact that your hands and feet are bound. Oh no. The room you're in is empty, but you work out a plan. You will hop over to the window, break the glass, and use it to cut yourself free. Pulling yourself to your feet is awkward, but you manage it, with a mixture of hops and shuffles you arrive at the window. Outside, the wind is blowing the rain against the window panes. Will you go ahead and smash the window with your hands, something of a risky business, or will you instead test your luck? If you want to test your luck and smash the window with your hands, turn to 136. If you do not wish to use your luck here, turn to 360. Well, hang on. Go ahead and smash the window, or test my luck, but they then appear to be the exact same option. And then option 2 is don't use my luck. I feel, regardless, we should put a bookmark here, just in case. And I'm going to test my luck and smash the window, because our luck is 12 anyway. So we're gonna pass it for sure. We're gonna pass it. You decide to test your luck. Let's roll to see if we're lucky. You are lucky. Excellent. You manage to escape the splintering glass without harm. Well, good for us. You cut yourself free and massage your wrists to get the circulation moving again. Then you walk over to the door to try it. It is not locked. You try the handle, open it a little, and look outside. The room is on a first-floor landing. Facing the door is a balustrade, and looking over the banisters you can see the entrance hall below. To your left there are 2 doors in the corner of the landing, which runs along to the right. Do we want to go that way? Looking to your right, the landing runs past another door and then turns to the left. Ooh, I mean, we do always go left in this, so we should go the first one. So to our left, there are 2 doors in the corner of the landing. So we're going to go that way. You walk up to the 2 doors in the corner of the balcony. The one on your left is named Balthus, and the one in front of you has no name. If you wish to enter the Balthus room, turn to 299. If you'd rather go through the other door, turn to 86. If you choose to ignore these doors and continue round the landing, turn to 193. Should we see what our map looks like right now? God, look, we've been all over the place. I guess it's just a map of decisions rather than an actual layout map, isn't it? So we're at the first floor landing. I want to go into the Balthus room. I don't know what a Balthus is. Is it just like Latin for bathroom? I don't know. We'll find out. The room you have entered is bare. Pin-striped wallpaper covers the wall. A hearth is set in the centre of one wall, and on the mantelpiece there is a small wooden box. Curtains are pulled together along another wall, but they hang awkwardly, bulging at unnatural places. Do we wish to investigate the bulging curtains, open the box on the mantelpiece, or leave the room? Well, we're not going to leave the room without doing some investigation. I'm going to go to the box first. I was drawn to that first. You walk up to the mantelpiece and pick up the box. A catch is holding it shut. But before you open the box, a rustling from the window attracts your attention. Something is happening! You place the box back on the mantelpiece and walk over to the curtains. Well, I was going to investigate those anyway. You've got to give me a chance to look at one thing first. Right, turn to 236. Oh! Look at this. What is this? What the fuck is this? From behind the curtain, a heavy blow hits you in the chest and knocks you backward on the floor. You lose 2 stamina points. Do you still have enough stamina left? I mean, enough for what? If you do, I mean, yeah, I do, but I've lost 4 points already. I'm on 18 stamina. What knowledge have I got? Avoid drinking the white wine. Lord Kelnor will be plotting my death. The butler's name is Franklin's. Lord Kelnor is the Earl of Drumner. Strange marks on her neck. Whose neck? Estate stretches for miles. He's the last surviving family member. His sister died mysteriously. I collapsed at dinner. It's a lot of knowledge. Right, we had stamina left. You pick yourself up quickly and the curtain slides to one side. A human figure steps out. Its skin is a dirty green colour. Its wide eyes stare at you, yet through you. Its jaw gapes open to reveal a mouth half full of rotten teeth. It wears ragged clothes and it is advancing towards you. You gain 2 fear points. Oh, fuck me. What are we up to now with our fear points? 4. 4 fear points. Oh, that's bullshit. You must fight. It's a zombie. Spoilers. You must fight. Okay. So the zombie has 6 stamina and 7 skill. Well, we have 18 stamina and 8 skill. Wait, why is our skill drop down? When did we lose skill points? Alright, well, don't worry. We hit him. That's all that matters. So we're the white dice. And he's the red dice. And at the moment, he's fucking us up. Sorry, we're going. Right, one more. One more will do it. You are triumphant. If you defeat the zombie, we did easily. Turn to 114. Thing is, look, because we're on the free read mode, we do have a little heal thing here. I don't think we need to use it yet. It will fully heal us. We're down to 14 from 22. I don't know if that's single use or not though. Anyway, defeat the zombie. Let's get rid of that. Now that the threat of the zombie has been taken care of, you must decide what to do next. Well, I want to look at the fucking box that I was looking at. The box rattles when you touch it. There's something solid inside. You undo the catch and open the lid. Inside, you find a small key. You try the key in the door and it fits. What door? The key turns and unlocks the door, allowing you to leave the room. So could I have perhaps tried to just leave the room and found out it was locked? Because we didn't know this door was locked, did we? Behind us? You find you're in the corner of the landing, and there's an unmarked door next to you. I mean, let's go through it. Let's go, we'll investigate. The door opens, where's my stuff? There it is. The door opens into a narrow passageway, which ends at a window. There is a door halfway along the left-hand side, and a sign on the door identifies it as the Diabolus Room, or the Diabolus Room. Do we want to try that? Do we want to go to the window? Or are we not keen on either? I mean, I think we should investigate everywhere, shouldn't we? To find a phone. You step into the room and close the door behind you. The room is empty, and you heave a sigh of relief, falling back against the door to catch your breath. Will I rest in the room? Why not? I mean, resting could recover our health. Or will you try the window for a means of escape? Does that mean the window that was back outside this room? I assume so. We're gonna rest. We're gonna put a bookmark in, just in case that's an instant death. That's what we're doing. Rest. You sit on the bed, trying to work out how on earth you can escape from this place. The room you are now in seems safe enough, and the rest refreshes you. Increase your stamina by 2 points. Yes. But a few moments later, the wind whistling through the curtains attracts your attention. You glance over towards the window. Fuck me, look at this! Oh, it's the Joker. But his head's come off. Batman finally decided enough was enough. It had enough of his shit, straight up decapitated him. Batarang him. Didn't even throw it though. He went straight up close quarters, sawed him off. Sawed his head off with a batarang. Oh, fuck. A soft voice is calling your name. You leap back against a wall, while across the room a strange shape is forming. A human figure is passing through the very wall itself and entering the room. At least the figure is almost human, but its head is missing. As it materializes before you, the voice becomes clearer. It comes from a head that is carried, not on the apparition's shoulders, but in its hand, which hangs down at its side. The sight is horrible, and ghostly blood drips onto the carpet from the severed head. You gain 2 fear points. Fuck, we are on 6 fear out of a possible 12. We are so fucked. Will you stay to hear what the ghost has to say? Will I run... Shall we stay? I mean, why not? What's the worst that could happen? The disembodied head speaks. Prepare yourself for death, miserable mortal, it gloats. For the evil that is in this place cannot be escaped. The House of Drummer has drawn you here for one purpose. Before the night is out, you will join me and my companions in the netherworld. Our fate will be yours. You will forever haunt the place that has caused your death. With these words, a mocking laughter fills the room. The apparition turns back through the wall, and as it does, the laughter fades. But the fright gives you 2 fear points. Oh, as if we haven't got enough of them. You leave the Diabolus room and are standing once more in the narrow corridor outside. Let's investigate the window. Get us some more fear points, probably. Curtains are drawn across the window, and you approach cautiously. You gingerly pat the folds in the curtain and are relieved to find nothing there. Although they seem to be safe, you are still on your guard as you draw them apart. As you do so, a thunderclap booms outside and makes you jump. But you are safe. A perfectly ordinary window is uncovered. However, the heavy iron bars on the outside are a little worrying. Through the window you can see nothing but the rain running down a pane of glass. But curiously, the rain is avoiding one area. Could it be that the wind is blowing the rain away from this one corner? You bend down to take a closer look. Written in the condensation which has formed on the glass is a message. You read 3 words. Morgana in Abaddon. You repeat this message to yourself and then rub it off the window in case anyone else should see it. The message may be useful to you and you will realise when it is. Now you must head back to the landing and turn left. Okay, have we... Yes, look, window message, Morgana in Abaddon. We've got it. Alright. We'll go to the landing and turn left. A short distance further on, you come to the top of the main staircase, which leads downwards. Immediately opposite the staircase is an unmarked door. Do I want to go downstairs through the unmarked door or continue round the landing? Shall we continue around the landing first? Shall we get the lay of the land first? See what's about. See if we can find Abaddon. A few steps past the unmarked door is another unmarked door. Let's keep going on until we find one that's marked. The landing turns right and a passage branches off. You may either turn left down the passageway and past a couple of doors before turning left again, or you may turn right following the landing. Oh god, I feel like we're getting lost here. What's our map look like? So that's the staircase, and there was an unmarked door there. We've come here to another unmarked door, and we can continue on past more doors, or we can follow the landing round. I don't fucking know. Let's keep following the landing round. We won't take any offshoots yet. You follow the landing round past a wooden door which bears the name Tutivilus. We can try this door, or straight ahead the landing ends at a panelled wall and the passageway turns to the left. Alright, we'll try this one, because it's got a name. Worst that can happen is we get more fear points. And, you know, we're at 8 of 12 on the fear points right now. You step into the room. It's a stylish bedchamber, beautifully decorated. But one thing disturbs you immediately. The windows are barred. Perhaps, being so far from anywhere, they're designed to keep intruders out rather than keep guests in. In the centre of the room is a 4-poster bed. You walk over and test the mattress. It feels very comfortable. By now you're in need of a rest. Will you climb into the inviting bed? I'm sure we're going to wake up and like a ghost is going to be fingering our bum or something, but I think we should try it. You climb into the bed and blow out the candle, sorry. Anxious thoughts race through your mind. The old man who gave you the wrong directions, your accident, the sinister atmosphere in the house. Soon your weariness gets the better of you and you drift off to sleep. In a disturbed slumber you begin to dream. You're being chased by a swirling cloud of gas. You're trying to run from it, but the faster you run, the slower you go. The cloud is catching you, and you desperately try to avoid it. It engulfs you. You begin to cough and choke. It's stifling your breath. You wake with a start. Your head is buried in the pillow, and the bedclothes are holding you down. They feel heavy, and you must strain to fight for air, gaining 2 fear points as you realise something supernatural is happening here. My God, guys, I'm being raped by a fucking duvet. I'm not happy about this. What's our fear at now? 10. 10 out of 12. We're gonna fucking die of fright before we get anywhere. To determine whether or not you escape the pillow, roll 2 dice. Okay. You failed the skill check. Oh my God. Oh well. Oh well. Your struggles are wasted. You cannot free yourself from the sheets and the pillow, which are wrapping themselves around your body and face. Eventually, you drop back into the bed. You have fallen victim to the evil within the House of Drummer. The end. Dead. Dead. Only took like half an hour. That's a new personal best for us. Well, actually, no, it's not. Howler the Werewolf, I'm sure, we died in like 10 minutes because it was bullshit. That's why. I mean, it was a really, really well-written book. I think that one was by a chap called Jonathan Green, and he's written a load of game books, not just fighting fantasy ones, but his writing I really enjoy. Fuck, alright. Our last bookmark was here, which I think was before we rested in like the previous room. Should we go back? So, step back in the room. Now, when we rested in this room, I can't remember what happened, but we're going to try the window. Here we'll maybe see the message. No, this was a different window, obviously. You walk over to the curtains and part them slowly. Outside, the storm is still raging. Thunder rolls across the sky and rain rattles against the window. The window is barred. There is no way out here. Oh no, look, here we are. We're back with this guy. Back with the headless guy. Alright. We don't want to hear what the ghost is going to say. We're going to run from the room this time. You leave the Diabolus room and are standing once more in the narrow corridor outside. Oh, that's good, because we got 2 fear points from what he said to us last time. So now we're currently at 6 fear points now that we've rewound a bit. Investigate the window just to get the Mordana and Abaddon. And now, what do we do before? We continue round the landing. Shall we try the door that's in front of us? Or shall we just go downstairs and try and escape? Although when we tried to run away, after the painting spoke to us, we did get electrocuted a little bit from the door handle. So maybe going downstairs and trying to just leave the house isn't going to be that simple. So let's try the unmarked door. Let's put a bookmark in. There we go. You step into a small storeroom and close the door behind you. There are shelves on the left and right walls, on which various household objects are stored. In front of you, in the wall facing the door, is another door. What do you want to do? Search through the things on the shelves? Perhaps you want to try the door opposite, or return to the landing. You've been cooking sausage. Oh, mate, don't worry, we just died. We just died. But it's alright, because we've been putting bookmarks in. So, you know, we can go back to any of these pages I put a bookmark. So we've rewound a little bit. We were very close to dying of fright. What happened is we got raped by a duvet. and that killed us. Unfortunately, we thought we were sleeping in a comfortable bed. When we woke up, we were being held down by the blanket. It didn't explicitly say that it was bumming us, but I think reading between the lines, I mean, that's the way. It's called House of Hell, and it's supposed to be terrifying. I can't think of a worse way to go than being bummed to death by a blanket. But so here we are. We've rewound a bit. We had sausages as well, by the way. Me and Minnie Rusty, we had sausages for dinner too. Just plain old pork ones. She doesn't like fancy sausages. I do. Likes like bacon and maple ones, or like red onion ones, apple ones, all the good shit. I'm a sausage connoisseur, mate. A sausage connoisseur. God, this is fucking delicious. I'm going to search through the things on the shelves. That's what I'm going to do. Various items of crockery, cutlery and food are kept in the storeroom, including a sharp meat knife. Can we take it? Which you hide under your coat to use as a weapon, capital letters, in the future. This sharp knife adds 3 skill points in a fight. Let's have a look at our stats now then. Yeah, look. We're back up, +3. And we have a kitchen knife. We've also, I haven't read that far yet, but got garlic cloves. Classic butcher's sausage, thin and pink. Thin and pink? That's how I like them, mate. That's how I like my women. No, not really. I like them big and bouncy. Colour doesn't matter so much. So, on the shelf you find several cloves of garlic, which we also take. There's also an unlabelled bottle of white liquid on another shelf. Should we drink it? Should we put a bookmark here and then drink it? What's the worst that could happen? We could die. Straight away. It'll be poison. It'll be poison. Let's drink it. Alright, we died. You taste the liquid. It's white wine. You drink some more and it warms you. You start to feel a little lightheaded and dizzy. Then suddenly you feel a stab of pain in your stomach and you double over. But there is no relief from this pain because you have drunk poisoned wine. In a few moments you will lose consciousness and in 5 minutes you will be dead. You will never make tomorrow's appointment after all. The end. Is it though? Because... rewind. There we go. We'll just go back one page. So we're not drinking the liquid. Yeah, well, I mean, there's no might about it. It's happening. It's happening. So we're going to ignore the liquid now and try the door at the back of the storeroom and see what happens. I'll read this in a minute because apparently there's an ad break going on now. Apparently. But we'll see. You can tell me if it's not and I'll carry on reading. Perhaps I'll go top up my drink. Perhaps I'll do that. I'm not addicted. Might be. I am. Apparently not. Never mind then. Never mind. It popped up in massive like green box here saying ad break starting in like 10 seconds. And now not. Never mind. We'll keep going then. You step out of the storeroom into a hallway. To your left, the hallway ends at a door which leads to the Shaitan room. If you wish to try the door, turn to 200. Almost opposite is the Mammon room, which you may enter by turning to 123. I want to go in the Mammon room. Oh, lucky you. Lucky you. Oh, ad blocker. I'll block all the adverts. Oh, there we go. It's on. It's on now. It says it's on now. Another big green box has come up. So we'll see. Famous last words, Mr. Ad Blocker. Well, what I'm going to do anyway. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, famous last words, Ad Blocker. Famous last words. I'm going to go into the Mammon room because it's got a funny name. The room you enter looks well lived in. It is a bedroom, and a large bed covered with a yellow bedspread dominates the room. Clothes are strewn about the floor, and a tap is running in the wash basin in the corner. The clothes suggest it is a woman's room, but no one is about. Will you call out to announce yourself in case anyone is in the room? So we're going in. Hope you're decent. Or will you search around and see what you can find? Should we sneak to see if we can find their underwear? Or you could just leave the room. We're not going to do that. We're going to put a bookmark in, just in case. and we're going to sneak around. You walk over to the mantelpiece and study the trinkets scattered along it. A couple of lacquer boxes and a picture frame with no picture flank a large plant pot with a broad-bladed plant growing in it. In the grate below are several lumps of coal resting on a bed of paper, a fire all ready to light. But something else is in the grate. A black and white photograph has been thrown onto the coals. Do we want to check the contents of the boxes or pick up the photograph? Well, I want to get the photograph now, actually. I want to get the photograph. You sit on your haunches and reach for the photograph. As you pick it up, you feel a heavy thud on the top of your head. You slump to the floor, dazed, and the plant pot, which came crashing down your head, smashes on the floor. You lose 3 stamina points. Do you have enough stamina to continue? That's what Mrs. Busty asked me on our wedding night, guys. Obviously the answer was yes. I can go all night, as long as the night is only like a minute. We have got enough stamina to continue, I think. Our stamina is currently 11 of 22. Should we heal? Our stamina is currently 22. We've got enough. Let's carry on. You hear a rustling from the curtain and straighten up to look towards the window. You shudder with fright as the curtains open before you. Just as quickly, they shut again. Then there is silence. You walk slowly over and grab them. But they are perfectly ordinary curtains. You gain 1 fear point for the shock. Why would I get 1 fear point for the shock that they're ordinary curtains? That is not fair. What's my fear now? 7! I'm not happy about this. At least last time behind the curtains it was a zombie, so there was a reason to be afraid then. Ordinary curtains gives me a fear point. This is bullshit. Do we want to leave the room? Or work out the mystery of the curtains? Oh, I mean, now they've sold it that way. If you're going to pitch it to me as the mystery of the curtains. I mean, firstly, it said here they were perfectly ordinary curtains, but now it's the mystery of the curtains. We have to, don't we? As you are puzzling over the curtains, you reach out to lean on the bed. But as you rest your weight on the bedpost, the whole bed shifts aside and you crash down on the floor. This is all very strange and a little scary. You gain 1 fear point, fuck you, and 1 stamina point of damage. Do you have enough stamina to continue? Barely, at this rate. A rumbling from the opposite side of the room breaks into your thoughts. Sliding over the carpet towards you and accelerating rapidly is one of the chairs. This room is fucking me about. I'm not happy about this crazy room of tricks. Test my luck. You are lucky. Excellent. Good. Turn to 101. In the nick of time, you spring aside as the chair speeds past you and crashes into the wall behind. You escape injury, but you gain 1 fear point. You had better now leave the room before the poltergeist inside does you some real damage. What's my fear at now? 9 of 12. And we've yet to discover if there's a way to reduce the fear that we've taken in. Like, we're 3 away from being scared to death. Boo. Boo. Alright, turn to 2. You may now proceed either by turning right and trying the door of the Shaitan room, or you may proceed by turning left and following the passage, which bears right past 2 rooms labelled Asmodeus and Eblis, and then rejoins the landing. Thing is, the one book we're looking for, a door, I'm assuming Abaddon, or Abaddon, is a room, and we're looking, maybe Morgana can help us, but we haven't seen a room with that on. So I don't know whether trying one of these other named rooms that may or may not have creepy curtains and a poltergeist in is a good idea. Or maybe we go here and go back to the landing. I don't fucking know. Look, we've been crisscrossing all over the place. Crisscrossing all over the bloody place. Alright, we'll go into this room, the Shaitan room. Shall we? You open the door and peer around. The room is a large, elegantly decorated bedroom with a 4-poster bed in one corner. There is a 3-piece suite in the centre of the room, facing a fireplace. A fire is smouldering, but the room appears to be empty. On the far side of the room there are 2 more doors. This is a fancy one. Well, this is hang on. This is Fighting Fantasy Classics on Steam. So this is basically the books, just in digital form. And you know, it's great because we can put bookmarks in to, like, not cheat, but to rewind a bit. and it handles all the combat for us. So it's a bit easier than doing it with the actual books. I do like doing it with the actual books because I'm like, well, there's no point owning a book if I'm not going to read a book. But the books are currently all boxed up. We're in the process of moving house. You can see there's some moving boxes just behind me there, actually, full of stuff. So yeah, the books themselves, actually, if we click on one, what does it say? We'll see. It's probably, you can't see. So that's $3.39 each, or you can get like a bundle of like all of them, the mega bundle, for like 40 quid or something. Anyway, I'm not purchasing it. So yeah, I've got Bloodbones, and I got House of Hell. You can try and do more, but you can't be asked with dice and all that. But get it digitally, mate. Get it digitally. But yeah, so yeah, it's pretty cool. So I think this Final Fantasy Classics, I'm pretty sure, was free, and then these are all the books that are currently in it. So there's a good selection, and they add new stuff intermittently to it. Right, hopefully it's where we did it. Here we are. So on the far side of the room, there are 2 more doors. So yeah, the map. That's what you like. So yeah, fancy map. So it sort of maps out my decisions and where I've been to. And I think these are now faint because they were sort of from... Maybe were a different one I went before I died and then I used a bookmark. But yeah, it's a good way to keep track, isn't it? It's a good way to keep track. So do we wish to go in? Oh, so we've only opened the door and like peeked around. We haven't actually entered the room. I think we'll go in. We'll go in. We'll have a real good look around. You step inside and close the door quietly behind you. A soft click comes from the lock. As you step inside, a voice greets you. You look around, but you can see no one. The voice continues. So, our visitor is inquisitive, eh? Eh? Or are you trying to leave the house? Perhaps our hospitality is not to your liking. Maybe you would like to see some more, shall we say, amusements? Do you mean boobies? Yes, I would. Always. The eerie voice makes you nervous. You gain 1 fear point. Oh, that's not what we're at. We're at 10 fear points right now. Oh. Yeah, and the app keeps track of all your character stuff and your equipment, but also all your knowledge. So any interesting information you discover, you don't have to really remember it. You just have to remember to look here. I mean, you can still note it down if you want, but yeah, this at least sort of gives you the key information that you found, which is nice. Right. Do we want to stay and talk to the voice? If we do, we're probably going to get some more fear points. I mean, we already got 1. No, we're going to stay and talk. Why not? Ooh. It looks like a vampire. I said at the beginning that dude looked like a vampire, but he just had like 1 testicle as a neck. Is this the same guy, though? In front of you is a high-backed armchair facing the fire, with its back towards you. A figure raises itself from the chair and turns to face you. The man is tall and pale with jet black hair. He wears a long black cape fastened across the neck with a gold clasp. Hang on. We've got garlic. He looks pretty vampire-y, and we've got garlic. I think we'll be okay. Yes, he says. So far you have fared well against the occupants of the house, but I believe you will find that your run of luck has come to an end. Step forward so I can see you. You can see me just fine from where you are. Will you step forward as he asks, or will you prepare to attack the man? I'm going to prepare to put a bookmark in. That's what I'm doing. Let's attack the man. How will you attack the man? Will you use a weapon, or do you have anything else you can use? I'm going to throw the garlic at him. Do you have any garlic with you? Yes. Oh, we could have had a gold ring edged with rubies. Has anyone ever edged with rubies before, guys? Anyone tried edging, but just with precious gems around your guys? Or around your shaft? I don't know. Is that a thing? Edged with rubies? Fuck me. If you have both of these... Oh, I don't. I mean, we have garlic. We're going to lob garlic at him. You pull the garlic out of your pocket and hold it up before the man. His expression changes from one of confidence to a look of fright. You should gain some fear points then, you prick. I've gained enough, alright? Have some of mine, I've got loads. As you suspected, this vampire cannot bear to be near raw garlic. Sweat breaks out on his forehead and he backs off towards the bed. He's heading for one of the other doors in the room. You hurriedly look around, trying to decide the best way out. Will you try the door on the left? Will you try the door on the right, which he was heading for? Alternatively, you could turn around and dash quickly for the door you came in through. Oh, sharp edges? Yeah, I suppose, but, you know, it's just another sensation. It's like ribbed. It's ribbed for your pleasure. I think, here's what I think, right? He's trying to escape the garlic, obviously, but he's going through a door, and I don't know what's behind the door, and he clearly does, because he's chosen to go for the door on the right. And I feel like if we follow him, we chase him with the garlic, like, he's leading us into a trap. That's what I think. I think we should try the door on the left, and failing that, we'll go run through the door we came in by. That's what I think. The vampire's eyes light up as you open the door. Although you didn't know it, this was just... Oh no, I fell right into his trap. He knew that I would think that the door to the right was a trap, but he knew the door to the left was a trap. Although you didn't notice, this was just what he was hoping for. As the light from the room falls on the faces of the vampire's two undead slaves. Fuck. Their eyes open and they step out of the cupboard towards you. The hideous grey-green decaying faces of two zombies follow you as you step away from them. Attack! Attack! Yells the vampire. Oh god, they obey and you must fight. Oh, fuck me. Alright. Let's do it. Easy. Defeat the first zombie. Smashed it, mate. He was a pussy. Right, on to the second zombie. Look at that, one more, come on. Yeah, that's right. Fuck your slaves, vampire. Did 'em. Right, if you defeat the zombies, we did. Turn to 20. As his slaves fall dead on the floor. I mean, they were already dead. If we're being accurate, the vampire rises to his feet, ready to finish you off. You quickly hold up your garlic and he stands his ground. But what can you do now? You try the other door, or you can head back for the entrance door. Well, can I not just stand there with the garlic? Has it lost its potency or something? We're gonna bookmark. It's not cheating. Let's try the other door. So the door the vampire was trying to get through. You hurl the garlic at the vampire and dash for the door. He shrieks, trying to brush off the garlic as you fling it open. It opens into a cupboard, but a rather unusual one. The back wall has slid aside, revealing a secret passageway. The vampire is rising to his feet again, so you decide to risk what lies ahead and step through into the passageway, slamming both doors behind you. Oh god, wish us luck. The passageway is narrow and only the faintest glow lights your way. After a short distance you come to a staircase which leads downstairs. Slowly and cautiously you go down the stairs. After a dozen or so steps you reach another landing and you may follow them down further by turning to 216. Or you may try a door in the wall of the landing. I think we should try the door because we're still looking for the Abaddon room, aren't we? The door opens and you find yourself in a small room. There's another door leading off the room, but in front of you is a strange sight which catches your attention. A shimmering haze seems to be hanging on the wall, almost like a curtain of sparkling water. You step up to investigate and gingerly hold out your finger to touch it. Your finger passes right through. Plucking up your courage, you poke your head into the haze. On the other side, you realise what has happened. Your head has emerged through a large mirror into a reception room. On the wall opposite is a huge mural of a country scene, and standing in the middle of the room are a table and 6 chairs. The sound of voices outside the door startles you and you draw your head back. Will you wait until the way is clear and step through the mirror? Perhaps you want to try the other door in the little room behind the mirror. Or you go back down the stairs and follow them down. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. How am I going to know the way is clear if I don't keep like poking my head through the mirror? And what if they're sitting down for like, I don't know, a 10-course meal or something? What if it's like a council of vampires Oh, I don't know. I'm going to wait till the way is clear and then step through the mirror. You wait until there's a silence in the drawing room and step carefully back through the mirror into the room. The coast is clear. You walk over to the door and leave the room. Oh, that was easy. Don't know what I was worried about. You leave the room cautiously and look around the hallway. There's no one about. There's a door to your left, which you may try by turning to 211. Otherwise, you may turn right and follow the hallway around. We're taking left. We always take the left. The door is locked, and you will not be able to open it. You turn around and follow the hallway. Well, what was the point? Just putting in a choice for the sake of it. Dead ends. The hallway widens. You walk across to another hallway and continue in the direction you were walking until you reach 2 doors opposite each other. We turn the door to right or the door to left. You know the answer to that, but let's have a look at our map. It must be getting a bit crazy by now. Oh, look at this. We've been all over the fucking place. We're going to take the door on the left. The door is locked. The handle and lock are part of an ornate plate metal. Do you have a cast iron key with you? Turn to 296. Otherwise, you must try the door opposite, and quickly, because you can hear footsteps approaching from the hallway. The thing is, we're playing on free read mode, right? Which gives us 3 things. It gives us the rewind, so we can turn back 1 page. It gives us the heal, which we've used, which fully recovers our stamina. And it gives us free choice, right? And what free choice does is, even if we don't have the prerequisite, so for here, we don't have a cast iron key, we could play our free choice and say, of course I have a cast iron key, and then we could do it. But I feel like that's pushing it a little bit much. I'm not going to do it, because I don't want to like break the game. So we are going to go through this door because we don't have the key. But yeah, I'm going to use the rewind and the heal for sure. But we're not going to say we've got stuff if we haven't got it. But it's nice that it's there. The door opens and you enter the kitchen. The room is empty and immaculately tidy, with all the knives, pots and pans hanging in neat rows along the walls. A double sink is set under a window, next to a large cooker and fridge. A great square table stands in the centre of the room. There are 2 doors. One leads outside and the other looks like a pantry door. A large bunch of keys lies on top of the cooker. Don't even need to read the options. Take the keys. You pick up a bunch of keys and start to flick through them. Arrgh! You scream loud. Arrgh! Louder. Can't do it that loud. Minnie Rusty's next door. I've taken all the soundproofing off the wall. So, you know, she's probably there in bed like, shut the fuck up, Dad. They are red hot and you have severely burnt your hand. At least we haven't gained any fear points for it. What's our current fear? 10. Ugh. You must test your luck to determine whether you were using your weapon hand when you reach for the burning keys. Oh no. Alright, test our luck. Oh, look at that, we are lucky. Alright. You weren't using your weapon hand and you only lose 1 stamina point from your burns. The scream and clatter of the falling key have made quite a noise. If you have enough stamina left, you must turn to 254. I have. Your fears are confirmed when the door opens. The noise has attracted the attention of some mysterious friends of the Earl of Drummer. 4 men enter the room, all dressed in white gowns and wearing goats' heads to conceal their faces. They are armoured with knives and lengths of wood. It would be foolish to resist them. Grabbing your wrist, they take you downstairs into the cellars. There, you enter a room in which there are 4 prison cells. 3 are already occupied, but the 4th is empty. You will be detained here at the Earl's pleasure. Your adventure has ended. Oh, boo. The boo. Has it, though? Has it? Because I don't think that happened. We're using our bookmark. What do? We'll continue the way we were going, yeah? Try the other door, which is what we did. Vampire's rising to his feet. We went through the door in the landing. Went through the mirror. Now, the door to our left was locked, wasn't it? So we're going to go right anyway. Then we try the door on the left. We don't have the key. Boom, we're going the door opposite. Here we are, back in the kitchen. Didn't touch those keys, didn't make a noise. It never happened. Never happened. So, do we want to try the door leading back outside or try the other door? Let's try the other door this time. Oh, hello? Groovy balls. We met a ghoulish creature. Let's see. Who are you? Who are you? You reach for the door handle and open it wide, but the sight that greets you makes you step back, aghast. Inside the pantry, standing motionless, is a hideous figure in tattered clothes. Its face and hands are in a state of semi-decay, and the odour of death fills your nostrils. Your intrusion has woken it. Its eyes open and a hissing noise comes from its throat. A long tongue flashes out at you, and the creature steps forward. You gain 2 fear points. Oh my god, is that enough to kill us? We're at 12 fear. I'm sure whatever happens after this combat, we're just going to be dead, aren't we? We've got 2 kitchen knives. Fucking useless. I'll just kill myself with them, shall I? Shall I just slice myself open? You face many scary things today, but this creature is too much to take. You die of fright. No, we don't. No, we don't. We go back. We go back. So we try the other door. And we keep going down the stairs. No time for a stir fry. We're dead. We died of fright. Can't be cooking now. So the narrow stairway splits and offers you 2 ways down. We choose the left-hand stairs, sure. The stairs are dark. You take a few steps down, trying desperately to see the stairs below you. Suddenly your foot slips and you lose your balance. You lose 3 stamina points as you tumble down the stairs, landing in a heap at the bottom. At least we're not dead though. Not again. Not yet. Oh fuck me. Hello. Hello. We might have been able to see boob there if this guy's robe wasn't down over it. You nurse your bruises and look around. Hang on, let's just have a look. We're at 10 fear. If we get 2 fear from whatever's going on here, we're dead again. You nurse your bruises and look around. All is pitch black apart from a point of light coming from the end of a long tunnel. You walk down the tunnel cautiously and your pace slows even further when you hear the sound of voices in the distance. Human voices are chanting in a long, monotonous drone. Soon you're able to see what's happening. A group of people, perhaps 40 of them, are gathered around a large fire. On the far side of the fire is an altar, and stretched out on the altar is a young woman. She is bound hand and foot. You cannot make out the faces of the onlookers, as they are all wearing goat-head masks. In the centre, standing over the altar, is a tall man dressed in robes, whose goat mask has been dyed purple. He holds in his hands a sharp dagger and is preparing to sacrifice his young victim. Do you wish to watch the proceedings, find a way out, or try and rescue the young woman? I think we bookmark it. We bookmark it. Oh, no. I don't want to go back. I want to place one. We got this fireworks going on outside. Fuck. It's October still. You bellends. I'm not happy about this. What, Jerry? Do you think that's Jerry McCann? I want to watch the proceedings. Actually, I never normally have that. You know, I haven't had this blind open for like 10 years, right? In this room, and I always had like a blackout thing stuck on the windows too. So it's weird to see out this window. It's really weird to like have natural light come in this room. Doesn't happen, but here we are. Let's watch the proceedings. I've never seen a ritual sacrifice before. I'm keen to see one before I die. The pitch increases as the onlookers join hands and circle the altar. The priest raises his knife into the air and lets out a frenzied scream as he brings it down. You force yourself to look away, and suddenly you notice another passageway leading off from the room. You look back at the gathering. They're all busy with the sacrifice, smearing the unfortunate victim's blood all over themselves. You seize your opportunity and run for the passage. Test your luck. I bet this is to make sure they don't hear us. Is that enough? You are lucky. Good. What's our current luck score? 9. Okay, good. We're all right. We're probably good for another few luck ones before it gets a bit hit and miss. You tiptoe quietly along the wall towards the other passageway, keeping your eyes on the ceremony to make sure you are not noticed. You edge along until you reach the passage and nip smartly along it. You have escaped! At the end of the passage is a door which is unlocked. You open it. Turn to 232. The door opens into a small room which is pitch black. There seems to be no exit from the room, but you feel around the walls. Eventually, your hand touches a small button in one corner and you press this. A panel in front of you slides aside and lets you into a passageway. There are two doors opposite each other, one on the left hand and one on the right. There is no other way through. Well, take the left one, obviously. The door is not locked, but the shufflings and yelpings you can hear inside suggest that you ought to proceed with caution. Will you decide against entering and examine the passageway you're in? Or will you fling the door open wide and stride boldly in? We'll place a bookmark down. And then we will fling the door open wide and stride boldly in. Oh, fuck, I wish we hadn't done that. Hello. Hello, lads. The smell from within the room catches you off balance and stops you dead in your tracks. The room itself is unexciting. It looks pretty fucking exciting to me, guys. With bare, rocky walls and floor. But strewn around the floor are the headless bodies of 5 goats. Well, we know what they're using the heads for, though, don't we? We've seen what they use the heads for. Standing over the goats, feeding ravenously on them, are 3 huge Great Danes. That one looks happy. I mean, of course he is. He's smiling. He's smiling. Look at this. Look at this big smile. Hello, I'm so happy to see you, Rusty. Animals love me, mate. Animals fucking love me. As you enter the room, they turn towards you, angry at having their meal interrupted. Their mouths curl back and they snarl. The nearest dog leaps towards you and you must fight. Right, we'll do it. Oh, he's got higher skill than some things we've faced today. We'll do him though. Look at that, double snake eyes. Mess him up though. Easy mode. Pow, get wrecked. Defeat the dog. The other 2 Great Danes snarl and advance towards you. We can try and fight them or we could try and escape. I think we should test our luck. We're still okay luck-wise. We got a good roll. There we go, we are lucky. You manage to scramble to the door and slam it shut before the dogs can spring on you. Now, out in the passageway, you must look for another way to leave this area. There seems to be no other way out of the passage. Even the panel through which you entered has now closed up. A bell push is set in the wall, and hoping that this will reveal some way out, you push it. I'm sure it's going to lead to our instant death. Are you ready? Here we go, turn to 7. I can already see it says the end, but we'll read it anyway. The bell push does not open a hidden panel, nor reveal any other means of escape. As you touch it, a loud bell starts ringing throughout the house. You bury your head in your hands. In a few moments, you will be captured by the evil Earl of Drummer, his devil worshippers and servants, and this time, you will not escape. I mean, this time, same as every other time. We haven't escaped yet. We've been dead an awful lot. Where are our bookmarks? What was this one? That was before we bust in the room. This one was, I don't recall. This was the sacrifice. Shall we see what happens if we try and rescue her? I know we're going to die, but shall we see what happens anyway? We're going to try. So we've rewound. We've rewound. Oh my god, wouldn't that be amazing? Wouldn't that be amazing? It'd be such a James Bond thing to say. I've been rewatching. I've been binge watching all of the James Bond films for the past couple of weeks. So I'm just up to Die Another Day. I'm in the middle of now, which is like the 20th one? Yeah, 20th one. So it's Brosnan's last one. I've been having a great old time. The thing is, Mini Rusty, where she wakes up, she always comes down like right near the end of the film. So I've been watching them like early in the mornings. I just started last time you were here. Well, now here we are. Here's the recap then. So I'm up early and I'm watching them downstairs. And then Minnie and Rusty will wake up. Sometimes it's just before 7. Maybe it's like 6:30. Sometimes it'll be after. But invariably she would come down right at the end. And obviously, more so as you get to the Roger Moore ones, he's always fucking the chick at the end of the film. And then for some reason, M and all the ministers happen to be watching it on like some live feed that they somehow have got, and then Q says something funny like, "Oh, I think he's boning some chick, sir." But that's always when Mini Rusty comes in, right when Bond's like naked on top of a woman. Like, what are they doing? What are they doing? I say, well, you know, he's the hero, isn't he? She's like, yeah, and oh, yeah, hero gets to fuck the girl. What do you mean, hero gets to fuck the girl? You'll see. You'll see. One day you'll be the hero, yeah, and you can fuck the girl. She seemed happy with that. She seemed happy that she'll get to be with a girl. A lot of boat sex. The thing is, there was one. They were in like an escape pod. I think it might have been. Oh, was it The Spy Who Loved Me? Was that the one with Stromberg? and he's got like the underwater sea, but it might be that one. But they're in like an escape pod, and it's floating around in the ocean. And then the Navy ship comes along to like tow him in, and then they're like, "Oh, what's Bond doing? Oh, he's fucking some bird." And he presses some button, and then like these frilly curtains drop down and cover the windows. I'm like, why would they be there? Why would they be there? Shut up. But it was the Moonraker one I really like, where it's like anti-gravity. Anti-gravity. But my favourite one, this was the first time Minnie Rusty had walked in, and it was Goldfinger. And it wasn't the end of the film, this was early on in the film. And Bond takes the lady back to his hotel room, right? And so they start kissing, and that's when Minnie Rusty comes into the room. She's like, "Morning, Dad. Oh, morning, Minnie Rusty. How you doing? What are you watching? Oh, I'm watching a bit of James Bond. All right, cool. And then James Bond like puts his hand on the woman's bum, and Minnie Rusty stands there. She looks fucking pissed, right? And she's like, "What?" I'm like, "What? What is he doing?" I'm like, don't worry about it, Minnie Rusty. They're just cuddling. Well, then next thing he unzips her dress and drops it to the floor, and she's like, "What?" I'm like, maybe I shouldn't be watching these. But it's fine. It's fine. You know, she's seen worse. She's seen me in the shower. It doesn't get much worse than that. So anyway, what were we doing? Rescuing the young woman. Somehow we were talking about Minnie Rusty being a hero and getting the girl. We're going to try and rescue we're dead straight away. I knew we would be. Let's find out what would have happened though. You leap into the centre of the ceremony with a loud war cry. The young woman looks up at you hopefully. Your daring rescue is commendable for its bravery, but unbelievably stupid. We knew it would be. For how can you hope to stand your ground against 40 opponents? They surround you, grab you, and the priest cuts your throat with his knife. You deserved to die. Wow! I've never had a book tell me something so fucking blunt and harsh before. You deserved to die. Fuck you. Fuck you, reader. Wow. Okay, the end. Alright. Let's go back to our bookmarks. Was this it? Oh, no, that wasn't it. Right. Try and find a way out. Oh mate, don't worry about spell checking yourself. You're fine. Right, so we're gonna try and find another way out. That was the only other option we haven't tried here yet. That's the only other option we haven't tried here yet. You look around the chamber. Another passageway leads from the chamber. If you choose your moment carefully, you may be... Oh, Jedi, thank you very much, mate. Thank you very much. What good egg you are. Appreciate it. For 20 months as well. God, you've had nothing better to do with your time. Nothing better. Although it's been a long time. I say we've known each other. It's a long time we've kept bumping into each other on Twitch. I have looked through within the past couple of weeks. I've got... Let me just have a quick look. Lots. I save all my clips on my computer. I press the button as we go through the stream, and then after streams I go through and go, actually, no. And after from maybe about like 50 clips that I save in any stream, I might end up with like 5 that I keep. So over the years, obviously I've been doing like charity streams since 2016, and like streaming regularly since like 2021. I've got so many clips saved on here, and what I did is I watched them all. I've got almost 1,200 on here. I watched every single one because I thought, well, it'd be a good idea. What I've started doing is the ones with the big swears in. I've started bleeping them out because I thought that might be a bit more appropriate. Because Minnie Rusty wants to see some as well. She especially wants to see ones where I jump. So I'm like, okay, that's fine, but let me find some that are a bit suitable for you. So anyway, I was watching all of them. I was having a good laugh, actually. It was a good, like, trip down memory lane. But then there was a few clips from the first stream where I met you, Jedi, and it was where we were playing Oblivion. It was the first... I know we played Oblivion a lot on stream, but it was the first time I was playing it on stream. And you came in with a raid from Smug Buffalo. And then we were talking about a couple of slang terms. One of them was spitting on the dog. and the other one was burying the unborn baby, which are they're very similar things, but they're opposites of each other. So in case you don't remember that your introduction to me, it was me saying that spitting on the dog is when you shit in a toilet, and then after it, before you flush, you jizz, you have a wank and jizz on the poo, spitting on the dog being the poo, the spit being your jizz, and then burying the unborn baby was doing the opposite. So you wank into the toilet first, and then you shit on top of it. And so obviously that was enough. You've hung around. That was enough to get you to stick around. So I appreciate it. It's been a long time. I had a lifelong follow that day. Well, yeah, I appreciate it. Because you're a good egg. You're a good egg. Sometimes me and Mini Rusty, because she loves doing like stuff on the computer. She'll let me do my work, she'll say. So I'll just open up like a Word document or Excel, and she'll just start like mashing the keyboard. But sometimes she's like, can I watch the thing of that man? I'm like, what man? That rock god. And she really likes watching your clip of when you played Guitar Hero on like one of like 2 times you streamed or something. So sometimes we'll still watch that. Hopefully it's still up there. It's been a while, but she's been into guys lately. She's engaged, by the way. She's 6 years old. I picked her up from school the other day, right? So the door opens, she's there at the front. She's normally near the front. Teacher opens the door, and I'm there. And in her hands, she's got an empty like McFlurry pot, and it's filled with weeds that some boy had picked for her. And she just yells out as soon as the door opens, "I'm engaged!" I'm like, what? So she comes running out with these shitty little weed flowers. She's like, Nicodem and me are engaged. I'm like, are you really? Wow, tell me all about it. Well, he got me these flowers, so that's it. Now we're engaged. I'm like, that is how it works. That's exactly how it happens. I'm happy for you. But then I had a mate come round who he picked up like an old TV from me. So he does like a yearly festival, like a weekend at his house called Specfest, right? And Jedi, you're probably old enough to remember like the ZX Spectrum, where you'd have the games on like a cassette tape. So that was actually our first console when we were kids. We had a ZX81. But anyway, so this guy, he does something that's called Specfest at his house, which is actually in a couple of weeks. I'll be going, hanging out for a bit, which would be nice. So I said, look, we've got an old CRT TV, like 14-inch in the loft. It's got like built-in VCR. Don't need it. Do you want it? He's like, absolutely, yeah, that'd be great. Just what I need for Specfest, because he keeps on getting more speckies. He's got like 40 ZX Spectrums of like various makes and models and whatever. And he always needs more displays. I'm like, have this TV. So he came around and picked it up. Mini Rusty pokes her head round the corner. She sees this man there. He's got like long hair, sunglasses on, leather jacket, and she's like, I don't know what was going through her mind, but then she went up, tugged on Mrs. Busty's like arm. Mrs. Busty like, what is it? Because like Mrs. Busty knows him too, and she, like he goes to see her for like his teeth and stuff. And she's like, can I take a picture of him? And we're like, what? Can I take a picture of him? So Mrs. Busty says, hey, Gordon, that's his name. Gordon, do you mind if Mini Rusty takes a picture of you? And he's like, yeah, sure, why not? So he does a pose like, she gets a little tablet, a little like cheapy Android tablet, takes a picture of him like that. And we're like, all right, cool. All right, yeah, see you in a few weeks. Yeah, see you at Specfest, whatever. And then we go in, she's like laying on the floor, like hugging this iPad with the big smile on her face. We're like, what is that? And she's like, he is such a wish. He is such a wish. I'm like, shut the fuck up. You're too young to be interested in boys. And he's too old for you. He's like 50. Alright? So no, it's not happening. He's such a wish. When's he coming around again? Fucking what is wrong with you? What are they teaching you at this school? And the only thing I can imagine, right, is she's seen enough Disney films, where like the princess falls madly in love with the dashing prince, and that's obviously how you're supposed to react when you're in love, apparently. So that's how she's acting now around boys. I'm not sure I like it. Especially with older men, with 50-year-old men who should know better to be teasing a 6-year-old, stringing her along. What's he doing? Yeah, come along and play with my Specky. Get away, Gordon. Stop. He's a lovely guy. He's a lovely guy. He's never going to lure any kids, I promise you. He's a lovely guy. But she has got to stop it, all right? I'll be having words with her. I'll say, no, call this engagement off. All right, it's not happening. It's not happening. Anyway, what were we doing? I don't even know how we got onto that. But anyway, there we are. Ran over. So, you look around the chamber. Another passageway leads to the chamber. And if you choose your maneuver carefully, you may be able to reach it without being noticed. Let's move quietly along the wall. We'll do that. As you creep along the wall, someone in the group cries out, "Oh no, you've been spotted!" All eyes turn towards you and the unholy gathering advances to surround you. You are trapped! Oh no. Will you attempt to fight your way out? Well, I'm pretty sure we know how that's going to end up. If you have something else you can use, I mean, if we use the free use, we have, but otherwise we're going to have to fight our way out, which means we die. Yep, here we go. You put up a good fight, but the sheer numbers of the the sheer numbers of the devil worshippers overwhelm you. You are captured and will remain so until you feel the priest's knife on the sacrificial altar, for you will be the next victim. Oh, not happy about that. Not happy about that. Boo earns. Boo earns. The end. Dong. There we go. Look, back to the bookshelf. So that's House of Hell. I'm not sure, even if we went back to any more of our bookmarks, that we're going to be any more successful. I think we may as well. It's better off. It would be better off to start again. You get Spectrum reproductions on Amazon for £90. I know. Have you seen the N64 one coming out? I think next year. I can't remember what it's called, but it's like it's a new modern console or whatever reimagining of the N64. So it'll play the original cartridges, and it's got like, I know, upscaling and HDMI built in. But oh my god, yeah, it was. But what I really liked with the Spectrum was you could get like the magazines, and it would give you like the lines of like the I don't know if it was basic or whatever else code was that you could type in, and then you could put it on the tape and you could play like the little get demo games or whatever that came in the magazine. That was always cool. But yeah, I think that'll be it. I'm not going to start this book again. I'm not going to go back on any bookmarks. I wonder, though, if I might get another one or two of these before next week, or if I'll continue with the PS3, because we were... what were we playing last on PS3? I don't even remember. We had just finished 007, hadn't we? Quantum of Solace. So I wonder if we might do another 007 or not. Your first computer was an Atari 2600. Oh, nice. We had a ZX Spectrum 81, and then we had an Amiga 500. And then we went to Master System 2. Had Sonic the Hedgehog built in. No, it didn't. No, sorry. It had Alex Kidd built in, and it came with Sonic the Hedgehog. That was it. Yeah, that was cool. I was a simpler time. But no, I loved the Spectrum. Because we had so much cool stuff. We had the Living Daylights on it. It was the 007 Action Pack. That was the ZX Spectrum we got. So it came with a light gun, came with the Living Daylights. And it was just really fucking cool. I really liked it. So anyway, next week, I think, I might do another one of these. I might just get the bundle and get all of them. Or maybe we'll do something else. I haven't decided. Like I say, everything's sort of boxed up or in the process of being boxed up at the moment. We're hopefully soon moving house, because the landlord wants to sell this place. We're leaving, but we're in the process of buying another place. But now it's just we've got to wait for lawyers to do lawyer stuff and just get it done so we can make it official. But then once that's done and we move and we unbox everything, we can get back to normal shit. Which is why, you're back to seeing my messy room behind me, because all the lights and shit are packed up. We are. So it was about a month ago, I think the landlord said, "Oh, hey, just let you know, selling the house. So fuck off. he was polite about it. He's been quite decent, quite reasonable, because he knows we got a young kid, and he wanted to make sure that we would sort of have somewhere to go to before. No, she didn't kick me out. She stuck with me, mate. If she ever said she was going to kick me out, you know what happened? She'd end up under a patio. That's what I've already got, a patio buddy lined up, ready. Okay. But anyway, so yeah, he was selling. So we would have eventually bought a place anyway. This has just sort of moved our timeline up a bit. That's all. So yeah, mortgage offers in. So the bank is going to lend us the money. That's all great. Yeah, so we just need to wait for the solicitors and the seller solicitors to talk and do their shit and whatever legal shit they do, and then we can move. It'll be lovely. It'll be lovely. A bigger place as well, so I won't be so cramped like in this room, this tiny room. But yeah, it's all right. It's all right. Can't complain. The house has never been clearer. We've taken a good opportunity to declutter a load of stuff. But yeah, all these books are boxed up because I was like, yeah, we won't need any books, and I'm like, oh, I want to stream these books, but too late. I'm not cutting through the tape. Oh, is it really laggy? Maybe you're laggy. Get out. Anyway, I think we'll do another one of these next week. But thanks for hanging out. I was really excited that we both had sausages for dinner tonight. And we'll see you again. I'll be back hopefully about the same time next week. We did miss a few Wednesdays because we were like, shit, we've got to sort our lives out. But now we've got a plan and we're working. And things are going smoothly. We'll hopefully get back to our usual, normally scheduled programming. So yeah, I'll be back next week. Have a good one, and I'll catch you all again soon. All right, bye.